All right, we're going to do a poll here at the Young Turks. I'm very curious what you guys think, and this is not easy, so buckle up for a hard question. Who is the worst Trump appointee so far? We've got Ben Carson, who is a retired neurosurgeon, and he's the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Now, he believes that the pyramids were built by a biblical character to store grain. He made up stories about how he was going to seriously physically assault his mom, his best friend, and that an angel spoke to him in the middle of the night, and that's why he went from a failing student to an A student. I mean, this man is insane in 1,000 different ways. So that's your candidate number one. You'd think, like, come on, who's going to beat Ben Carson? I mean, the guy's completely unqualified for this job. In fact, can I just say his spokesperson, Armstrong Williams, said he originally, when he thought that he wasn't going to get offered any jobs, said, no, we wouldn't want to come in to the Trump administration for fear of wrecking it. And then they put him in anyway.
No. But think about this for a second. Ben Carson, at least his camp, argued that he would be unqualified for cabinet positions in Trump's administration. He also ran for president. So he would be unqualified for a cabinet position, but completely qualified to be commander-in-chief.
Unbelievable. Okay. Yeah. But before you vote, hold, wait for the rest. I'll go through these kind of quickly because there's a lot of, this is a murderer's row of unhinged cabinet choices. Rex Tillerson, CEO of ExxonMobil, Secretary of State nominee, and I might vote for Rex. Rexon-Mobilson is a nice nickname for him. Okay, so the reason is, this is so brazen. This is saying, hey, ExxonMobil had a $500 billion deal with Russia, and Obama administration put sanctions on Russia, so they couldn't do that $500 billion deal. We're going to put in the CEO of ExxonMobil, whose main job is to make sure that that oil is flowing and that they get that $500 billion deal, because Vladimir helped me help the brother out to get into office. So even though this guy has no experience whatsoever in diplomacy, government, or anything that this job is related to, we're going to put him in just so that the oil companies can get whatever they want and Putin can get whatever they want. It is as brazen a pick as I've ever seen. All right, but I've got more. Reince Priebus, RNC chairman, now White House chief of staff. Now, Reince is a fairly normal establishment guy, right? But if you're a Trump supporter, you might want to vote for him. Because remember, he said he was going to drain the swamp and he was against the establishment. Reince Priebus ran the RNC. He is the establishment. He's the one helping to pick all the other establishment picks and building the swamp that you were against. So if you're a Trump voter, you're not liking Reince Priebus as the chief of staff with the most power.
He's one of the bad hombres. You know?
That's right. Now, just when you think, no, it's got to be one of those guys, Steve Bannon. He is executive chair of Breitbart News and now the chief strategist for Trump, and apparently not a Gillette spokesperson. Okay.
Also, a good poster child for why you shouldn't overdrink.
Look, in all seriousness, though, he is a supporter and published many articles on Breitbart of what they call the alt-right, which is another word for white supremacist. So, I mean, I can give you a dozen examples, but the one that always amuses me for how brazen it was, he was talking to Trump in a radio show that he was doing, and he said, there's just too many Asian and Indian CEOs in the Valley. And Trump's like, no, but that's good. We want the successful, to Trump's credit, right? And Steve Bannon's like, no, we got to preserve our culture.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not qualified. They are qualified. They're better than us. But hey, I'm for white people. Okay, so then Betsy DeVos, her only qualifications are billionaire and conservative activist. She is the Secretary of Education nominee, and her family gave $2.7 million in this cycle and has given more than anyone else on this list to the Republican Party over the decades. And her job is to destroy the Department of Education because she does not believe in public education. She wants it to go to charter schools and private schools. Rick Perry didn't even make the list. He's, of course, the new Secretary of Energy, who said when he ran for president in 2012 that he would destroy the Department of Energy, would literally obliterate it, wipe it off the map. But final one, he didn't make the top 6. Okay, the final one is Steve Mnuchin, former Goldman Sachs executive, by the way, also ran George Soros's fund, and Treasury Secretary nominee. Steve Mnuchin also ran One West, was the leading bank on foreclosures, and there's a great history of how many foreclosures they did where they weren't supposed to do the foreclosures, but he made, and that was bailed out by the American taxpayer, and he made an enormous amount of money from it, and they never paid the American taxpayer back. Huh, interesting, right? And he was a campaign finance chair and brought in all this money for Trump. This is as bad as it gets. This is the true basket of deplorables, okay? So what I want you to go to is tytnetwork.com/picks. And remember, whenever we do anything like this, if you're watching on YouTube, that link is always in the description box. If you're watching on Facebook, it'll be the first link in the first comment on the video, okay? tytnetwork.com/picks. I want you to vote. I am genuinely curious as to who you think is the worst, because there's some chance that Trump supporters and progressives unite on Steve Mnuchin as the worst, right? Teachers alone might get Betsy DeVos a win.
I vote Betsy DeVos.
But how can you not have it be Steve Bannon or Rex Tillerson?
Because I think the one thing that helps equalize people in the country is education, and you snatch that away. And what do? If you're born in poverty, how are you supposed to move up that economic ladder? You have no chance.
Mentally unhinged Ben Carson seems lovely by comparison.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Ben Carson is not even in my top 3.
All right, but you guys are going to decide, and I'll start to give you the results on tomorrow's show, tytnetwork.com/picks.
TYT's been on the air for a really long time. So if you're interested in watching old school clips and our reactions to it, become a member and watch TYT Classics. tytnetwork.com/join.